We're here at the European Christian Internet Conference. You've presented Sanctuary First to other internet pastors from Europe. What is Sanctuary First all about?
Sanctuary First is an aspiring congregation of the Church of Scotland. It's an online project, a website based primarily, that we hope will enable folks to reconnect day and daily with their God. We've found that some folks have given up on church on a Sunday morning, whether they are too busy, whether they do not like the style of local worship in their own town. For whatever reason, they no longer come to a physical church on a Sunday, but they still have a very active faith connection. And so we hope Sanctuary First will provide an opportunity for them to meet God every day. We provide prayers, readings every day, written by Scottish writers, and so we hope the Scottish context will feel relevant for people. We work on monthly themes like many churches do, with videos and interactive elements that will help encourage folks in their daily life.
You said it's an online congregation, so you participate online. Is it possible to go to a local congregation, or is the idea that your involvement is only online?
It's a little bit of both. We recognise the importance of physical fellowship and community together. And so from time to time, we gather in a local church, not always the same one, for a service. This might be every month, where folks can physically come together. Some folks, however, still might be far away, and so we also live stream those services so that everybody, no matter how you have become part of the Sanctuary First family, can join in and celebrate together.
Can you become a member of Sanctuary First if you do not live in Scotland?
For sure. Although we have parish and presbytery boundaries in Scotland, the internet has no limits. And so anyone is welcome to take part in the readings and the prayers that are there, even though we have a particular focus and care for Scotland.
So how do you become a member? Do you have a formal process of becoming a member? Normally you're baptized into a church. What do you do with baptism or the Lord's Supper, and how do you define membership?
We're at a very early stage in our journey, and although we've been going for some years, some questions are bigger even than just 1 or 2 years. And so people become associated with Sanctuary First, but nothing more than that. Although we have a formal definition of membership for our physical parish churches, we don't have anything like that for Sanctuary First yet. But we are working together with some of our theologians in the central church offices to find and formalise a different way of thinking about membership for a new age and for a new generation.
I understand that you try to hook up with local churches. So if you hook up with a local church, that church streams their services. Does it really change also the life of the local parish that gets involved with Sanctuary First?
We certainly hope so. We recognise that there are folks in every parish in the country who have become dissociated with their local parish church. And we don't want to threaten local parish churches. We are very much working in cooperation with them to say these are folks in your own community who have lost touch with your church perhaps, and using Sanctuary First will be a way, hopefully, to bring them back into the family of the Church of Scotland. And it may well be that when folks reconnect online, that they realise that they're missing something too about the physical nature and being in the same place and space as each other, and might very well come down to their local parish church on a Sunday morning to be with other Christians and join together in communion and fellowship.
So does Sanctuary First supplement the local church experience?
Yes, I suppose it does, and we very much don't want to threaten that. Some people might accuse an online church of trying to take away parishioners. Maybe nobody will come. Maybe everybody will stay in their bed on a Sunday morning. We found that to not be the case. People very much desire a place and space to worship. I guess one of the benefits of Sanctuary First is that people lead busy lives these days, and finding space at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning is becoming harder and harder for many people. And so we offer a flexibility of worship that maybe the local church can't offer. So these things together as a big piece, we hope would enable people to meet and serve their God day and daily.
What is your vision for Sanctuary First? Where will you be in 1, 2 or 3 years' time?
Well, we hope to be a regular part of the life and worship for many people in Scotland. rather than be an aspiring congregation, we would like to be a bona fide, full congregation. We will perhaps have made further inroads into our definition of membership. We will perhaps have found a different way of thinking about the theology of the sacraments and how that works in conjunction with a local church and an online experience. We don't have any answers yet or how that might be, but we're at least asking some of the questions, and in a few years' time we might have something of an answer through experimentation and trial. We're very much excited about the prospect that Sanctuary First have, and who knows, it might reach beyond the borders of Scotland to the rest of the world, and people might find that there are ways in which Sanctuary First can connect with local churches in their own countries, and that would be an exciting development for us.